Welcome back to NHL Tonight. These are indeed notable buyouts for Suter and Parisi. Remember the deals that they signed when they went to Minnesota? 13 years, $98 million. The buyout will happen over a window of 8 years. For Keith Yandle, the buyout, a window of over 4 years for the Panthers to pay that off. Suter and Parisi, USA hockey standouts for years. Parisi, an alternate captain in 2010, was the captain in Sochi. It's news that sent shockwaves around the hockey world. Ryan Suter himself said he was blindsided. Your reaction to Bill Guerin's decision to make these moves for the Wild?
Well, first off, obviously, you never expected. They've been important pieces for the Minnesota Wild, regardless of what you thought of those long-term contracts and how hefty they were at the time, Tony. Ryan Suter, for all intents and purposes, was a top defenseman in this league for many years in succession. Game slipped a little, but I thought he played pretty well in the playoffs. He's going to help somebody. Obviously, Zach Parise, injuries, in different circumstances, his game and age and the style that he has played for so many years has taken its toll on him. So the Minnesota Wild decide to go in a different direction. They gives them a little more cap flexibility, obviously, which they're looking for along the way. And the strides Minnesota made last year. I mean, this is a good hockey team, and Billy Guerin, I give him a lot of credit. My former teammate has made some bold decisions. You have to make tough decisions as a general manager. Sometimes they won't be popular, but you have to go with your heart and have conviction that this is what we need to do to continue to grow as an organization, as a team. But I think the Wild are in real good hands with Billy Guerin, and he's not afraid to make bold moves. I think these two guys can still help some teams, no question about it. And it's going to be interesting to see, who's interested in Ryan Suter and Zach Parise now that they are bought out. And I think they have some miles left.
There's a general manager who has that same ring. In fact, he has all three of the rings you have. He leads the New York Islanders.
Didn't he draft Zach Parise
He
at one point?
drafted Zach Parise in 2003. Might Lou Lamoriello be interested in Zach?
And you'll probably get a pretty good deal on both these guys, whoever decides to take a stab, shall I say, in free agent, or now that they can sign them as unrestricted free agents. Ryan Suter, who's still got some miles left. I mean, he's just a good, steady defenseman. But for me now, it's these two guys. Can they understand their role? Can they understand? That's tough, believe it or not. People don't understand. Your mindset has to change when you've been such an integral part of a team and a top player and all the minutes you play on a nightly basis for so many years that, okay, now I have a little bit of a different role. Maybe I'm a second pairing defenseman. Maybe my minutes will drop a little bit, but you're still valuable to that team. So I think there's going to be a lot of interest in Ryan Suter. I really do. And we take a look at his illustrious career, and it has been a wonderful career for Ryan Suter, and World Juniors and Olympic silver medalist, and he's done a lot. And the one thing that's eluded him is the Stanley Cup championship. That's what everybody would like. So is there a team, because you're going to get him for a good price, is there a team that he would like to go to that he thinks that can maybe give him, and I would think that would be his plan, who can give him a chance to win a Stanley Cup?
Son of Bob, member of the 1980 Olympic team that won gold. Nephew of Gary, who was on the World Cup of Hockey team that won it all in '96. Shifting our focus to Keith Yandle, he has that consecutive game streak, and certainly that's notable. What else does Keith Yandle bring in terms of his appeal to a different NHL team, because the Panthers clearly have said farewell to him?
Yeah, and this one's interesting to me. Obviously, no surprise that Keith Yandle got bought out, because you mentioned last year, we heard right from the start of the season that consecutive games played streak was going to be broken. He was going to be healthy scratch. So, and then he went on and scored a couple of goals right out of the gate and brought what he brings to the table, and that's offense. Could he help a team in the power play? Absolutely. I mean, he's an excellent power play man. Having said that, do they think he can do enough as an all-around defenseman to sign a Keith Yandle? But now, again, you're getting him at the right price. If you still think he's got something left in the tank and can bring that offense, I would think a team that says we need to improve our power play, and Keith Yandle can still get it done on the power play.